Today on the Garagefathers, I am taking on 17-year-old Riley of Riley's Rebuilds in a fierce carburetor build-off competition. Don't go anywhere.
All right, folks, the big swag from Monster Garage. Listen, in the heart of California, two hardcore enthusiasts have started a business like no other. These guys build, drive, and insure some of the baddest cars on the planet. Their list of clients range from the struggling college student to the rich and famous. They take the proceeds from their agency and dedicate it to the rescue, rehab, and rehoming of forgotten collector vehicles. Their office is a diner. Their shop is a showroom. They are the Garagefathers.
Why are your hands so shaky, Tom?
Because it's coffee and fear of losing. I have the extreme pleasure of introducing you guys to Riley of Riley's Rebuilds. You guys, most of you know who she is. I'm just really excited for this build-off today. Dad, let's get Dad in here too. This is Dane, Riley's dad. He is a big part of what they're doing. He is behind the scenes helping out. He is an amazing guy. This is what you want to be, guys, as a father. So before we get to the build-off, what I'm going to do is sit down with Riley and find out a little bit about her, pick her brain. So Riley, tell us, how did it happen that you got into cars?
It would be my dad. He's always been doing it with a hobby in the garage since I was in like the toddler crates and everything. And he was a stay-at-home dad. So whenever I get time, he'd be in the garage and I'd be in there with him. And just kind of passing wrenches and tools and everything to him.
So you were like the helper starting out?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think I really understood cars until like now. Just because it wasn't a serious passion, but it was something that I really enjoyed.
Yeah, and so now as you are starting to enjoy them, you're getting passionate about cars.
Yeah.
And you have some pretty cool cars. What do you guys have?
Yeah, I just bought a 66 Fairlane.
Nice.
We call it the Hurricane because we bought it a day before the Florida hurricane. My dad has a Little Red Express and a 57 Chevy Nomad.
Oh, cool.
But I've been working on that one since I was born, pretty much.
That's really cool. And then, so how did the whole carburetor business start? And lots of us out there don't know how. I think I know a little bit of the story, but now really you're the face of that. So how did it start? How did it transition, you know, to like where we are now?
Yeah, I wanted to buy my first car when I was like really young, so 13. Because I wanted to build it. I kind of wanted a project car, and I had no job. In Florida, you can't get a job at 13, and the only job is at 14 for Publix for $8, like minimum wage. And that wasn't going to be able to make enough. So my dad said, go in the garage. You're not going to work a minimum job, and I'm not paying for your car. You're going to get a job. You're going to find a hobby in there and either buy things and sell them or just something in the garage, which is what he did. And jumped in there, looked around, saw another box carburetor on the shelves, picked it up, asked him what it was, kind of explained the gist of it, asked how much it would make if I sold it, not like counting all the work and all the kit prices and all that. And it was like $300 to $400, and I was like, that's a lot of money. Yeah, solid. So we would go driving around Florida when I was going to soccer games, because I did competitive soccer and we travel a lot, and we just pick up carburetors from the dump or from auto places or people who had them on sale on Marketplace or like that. And then I stopped for a bit. He was like financially helping me with like, I wasn't driving yet, so I didn't need gas, and he covered my phone bills and everything. And then I started up again because he kind of started slowly taking away the financial aid.
Running out of money.
Yes, and I tore my labrum on my shoulder. I couldn't work for 6 months, so he was helping me through that. I wasn't driving. And then I started driving. The first day I got back into driving, I got into a car accident with Dagny, who's one of the girls I work with, and I had to pay about 7 to 10 grand in expenses. And obviously that's a lot, and Dad was like, you need to pay for it. Like he said, I'll front it, but you're paying me. And so I was in the garage just trying to work off debt the entire time. And I had no social life because I was with soccer and work and school. So the girls were like, we wanna get in. Like, it was a quick way to make money. Like Dagny needed money because in Florida we have the double fault law.
So this is how the girls came into the picture?
So yes, they would come over like time to time, just if I had an overload of carburetors. I'd also have other friends kind of come in. But it was just kind of a half and half thing. And then eventually the girls kept coming in because Dagny needed the money because of the car, the loss. And Katie loved cars, so she really enjoyed coming in. And Amelia liked the side cash because she has 2 jobs already, and she's
nice.
They all pay for everything, like all their phone bills and all that. And so we were all in the garage together. That was our social time. That is our social time now. And that's where we could talk about boys and drama and all that fun stuff. And
that's killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yes, it
Making
is.
money and having social
And what was
powwow.
nice is after we do carburetors, we'd go upstairs into my room and we all hang out and do homework. So it was always just a nice win-win. And then I posted a Facebook post to a group saying I need parts for carburetors. If you have anything lying around, send them to me. And that's what initially went famous.
That's how I found you.
Yes,
I
yes.
was like, this is cool.
And then that's when we started solidifying a stable income for the girls. We got over 300 carburetors for free.
Wow.
In that month. And now we have eBay carbs for 3 a day coming in. So all the girls quit their jobs and they're after school in my garage.
Tommy,
Yeah.
how you feeling about your chances against Riley today?
Dude, I'm ready. Pumped, ready to go.
Nice,
Yep, I
nice.
got this.
You're all jetted up?
All jetted up, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do you think your chances of winning are today?
At least a good 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the one thing about us is, the Garagefathers, if we don't feel like we can win, we're, of course, not above a little bit of cheating. So I got your back there, man.
Right on, dude. Thank you.
All right. Don't sweat this. I got you. Miss Riley, thank you for making the short commute all the way from Florida to California.
Yes, of course.
Now, how do you feel about your chances today of beating Mr. Tommy?
Oh, 100%.
100%?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, all right. And have you done anything out of the ordinary to prepare for today's competition?
No, I just
No?
rebuild and disassemble carbs on a daily basis, so
Yeah.
I don't think I really need to prepare for this.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, what are some of your hobbies outside of the car industry?
I play competitive soccer.
Okay.
I like to skate, surf, read. That's pretty much it. Everything else is like friends and social.
A little bird told me that you love animals.
I do love animals.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. All right. Well, hey, listen. Best of luck to you today. You're not going to need it, but I'll give it to you anyways.
Thank you.
So tell me real quick, I know that none of this would be possible without Dad, right?
Yes.
And I've got the impression that he is right by your side the whole way. So tell us kind of what Dad means to you and how supportive he's been.
He's been very supportive. He's my best friend. Anything I have, I talk to him. And the garage was kind of like the space as a child where like that was our bonding space. Like I was always in there with him. And there was like a little part of me that was like, this is how like I get dad's attention. This is like what it is. And his big thing is quality time, like with his love language. So I would always just sit in there and kind of talk. And we'd always get that with sports. So traveling with soccer, we'd be driving around and everything. So it was always really nice. And he's always been there by my side. He's always there when the girls are there. He's taken over kind of the meaner role. So I'm not so mean to the girls, which is really nice. Yeah, he's just my best friend. He's been really supportive. He like just tries everything to get me out everywhere. He reads all my emails. So he has all the Facebooks and everything. So he quickly reads over stuff. I'm dyslexic and English is not the best sometimes.
Right.
So he will like configure emails with me.
But that's awesome, Dad, too,
Yes.
to keep Riley safe through all of the social media and travel.
He will check out because he has a stay-at-home job most of the time. So he's always on his computer. So if something weird pops up, I never see it.
Excellent. Well, do you think you have what it takes to take on all of this?
You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready to do this thing?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah? All right, let's go get to it.
All right, guys, today's competition is brought to us by our local Napa Auto Parts, Craig's Auto Parts, Napa in Exeter and Woodlake, which is our favorite place to get parts. So thank you to our sponsors. They have put up not only the rebuild kits, which our victims are receiving today, but also a grand prize of 200 big ones. That's $200, folks, to the winner of this competition. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see about that. Now, let's go over the rules of the competition. The carburetors have already been disassembled, somewhat cleaned, and put back together. And they're not gonna tear every nut and bolt apart on this thing. They're gonna do a partial disassembly, partial, and then complete reassembly, okay? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Stand and face your opponent.
Hold on. I gotta put my hair up for
Oh, you
this.
gotta put the
I gotta
hair
get ready for this.
I don't have anything to do.
That's fine. That's typical. A typical day in your life, right? Yeah. All right, guys, I want a nice clean fight. No kicking, no eye gouging, definitely no punching below the float level. Okay? Above all, absolutely, one thing I will not tolerate is cheating unless you're losing. Ready? Okay. Begin. Silence is deafening. Looks like Tommy has a pretty
See, she's copying me.
handle
Hey, don't put that on your logo.
on the flat tip.
Notice she brought her carburetor closer, just like me. Man, feeling good about this now.
Wow, it looks like Riley's almost done over here. You better pick up the pace there, Tommy.
What?
Riley displaying numerous screw driving techniques.
I know, I'm kind of intimidated, I gotta say. Like, I don't know what's going on over there. I see all kinds of crazy movements and stuff.
You're losing.
Okay. Yeah, but this is the part where I'm slow.
I don't use hand tools for the.
Every part.
Come on, pump it up.
Let it be known that I gave Riley the easy carburetor today. This is the old messed up one where everything's tight and ugly.
Listen, if I got that one, I would have still won. I'd still be ahead.
And then I have the one with 2 clips. Uh-oh, that didn't sound good.
By the way, I'm sure we've got a good mixture of audience from Garagefathers and Riley's Rebuilds Nations. And we want to encourage both
Rebuilds
of you
Nations.
to go and subscribe to both channels. That way we can all continue to bring you different shows like this. And we're also going to put a link below the video that goes straight to Riley's YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe to her channel. And while you're at it, we'll put a link to... Wow. Wow, that's a pretty close race.
right? Uh-oh. Make sure I keep on track here.
I think I'm winning.
Do you?
I took my rods out and my idle screws already.
Oh, you did. I just leave mine in for the competition. Yeah, I think you might be. But like I say, this is the slow part of my competition. I get really fast after the competition's over.
Why are your hands so shaky, Tom?
Because it's coffee and fear of losing. Actually, Riley's a lot faster than I thought she was going to be.
Dude, she's just trying to...
I just thought it was like...
I got you. I'm going to slow her down. Watch
Okay.
So, this Jeep of yours I keep hearing about.
Yeah?
Was it all just like it is now when you bought it, or?
No, I bought it really disheveled. It was like rat infested, barely running. It was an ugly blue. It was during COVID time, so Dad and I got in our buddy's garage with it on land and got it running really quickly. Yeah. It's really cool. It's a Jurassic Park Jeep.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of it online. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Just bending a few parts there.
I tried to slow her down by talking to her a little bit. I think it sped her up, so that's not good.
Okay.
I have more ideas though.
Try something else. Try something else.
Right.
Yes.
Did you happen to notice the Model A Roadster back behind you there?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. I do like that car.
You know, the keys are in it if you want
Is
to
it?
take it for a spin real quick.
I might take it for after.
No, I mean, it's a one-time
One-time
offer.
offer?
It's good only right now.
See, the really cool thing is I know a lot of people that can get me keys to that car.
That didn't work either.
You're not trying hard enough, man.
She's a chisel, man. It's deep cold.
After it, go for the secret weapon.
You want the secret?
I want the secret weapon. Yeah, deploy the secret weapon, man. It's all we got left.
How's it going over here, Ryan?
It's going really well.
Looks like you're just about completely disassembled, huh?
Yeah.
Borrow these.
I got an idea.
Done.
All right. You can technically start the process.
So, Riley, we got another one of your biggest fans that came to see you. All the way from
That's it.
Porterville, California. This is
I own
Susie.
it.
Hi, Susie. Can I hold her?
You want to hold her? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, my puppies. You're so nice.
Isn't she adorable?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gimme,
I gotta
gimme,
start
gimme, gimme.
rebuilding now.
Oh, no, okay.
Here we go. Okay, fairness. Am I done? What am I missing? Anything?
No, I think you're good.
All right. I'm almost keeping up. It's awesome. Now, where I really shine. The speed of reassembly.
Can I play with the dog after this?
Of course you can. That was just a little unfair tactic to give me the advantage that I needed.
Did it work? Are you ahead now?
Well, I was for a short time, but you didn't let her hold the dog long enough, man. Heck.
It's like she doesn't love animals.
I love animals. I do.
I know. I don't know what's wrong with people like that. Why is there only one of those?
No pressure.
Am I
dude,
missing
but if you
something?
don't win this competition and
Yeah.
$200,
Oh, there we go.
we're going to lose the shot.
All right, dude, I'm on it. You know, if you sold more insurance, we wouldn't be in this mess. Okay.
That was below the flow limit.
Fair enough. Okay. What am I doing? I'm doing something.
No, I don't think you know. But I bet Riley does. Riley, what part of the process? Are you still tearing down or
No, I'm building. I'm putting it back together. I just put down my gaskets.
tearing down Tom's emotions?
Yes, yes, yes. Those are...
The threads on my needle seat here are defective. It's not a fair competition.
You actually don't have to pick through which are your bigger screws because of your flathead.
Oh.
So you do have a little bit of a head competition.
So what's this? Is that a jet, Riley?
No, it's a float.
Whoa, what does that do?
It helps regulate some of the air. It's actually probably one of the most important. Did you steal a screw from me?
A screw, no. I have the
What did you
bit.
steal?
But I forgot to put my screens on my needle seats. Woohoo. Loser.
Other way.
Gimme! There we go. No, wrong way. All right. Back on track. And clearly ahead. Right, dude?
Yeah.
You were supposed to bring it. Oh, God, you can't do anything right, man.
I hear secrets being whispered beside me.
No,
Am I
everything's
just hearing
good.
things?
No, everything's good. Don't worry.
I'm just hearing things.
Just hearing things. Oh, there we go. No time for missing pieces.
Dude, she's so far ahead, I don't think you're ever gonna catch up.
Shut up, dude. I got this.
I'm gonna cause a distraction. I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna distract her.
Okay.
I just pulled this off the Galaxy.
Okay.
Just swap them out, she'll never know the difference. You got this.
What?
You just swap them out, she'll never know the difference.
Dude, that's the wrong carburetor. Get out of the way. Stop distracting me.
I think you're hurting yourself more than you're trying to help.
Oh, foul. Disqualified. Did you make a mark on the floor? Because if
No.
so, you got to clean it up.
I'll do that later.
You're not done yet. Don't stop. That makes me very nervous.
I was looking for
Do
my
not stop.
bit.
Well, folks at home, it looks like Tommy is really fighting to gain some traction in the Garagefather lane over there, while the Riley's rebuild lane looks to be hooking up pretty well and on its way to a good pass, I would.
Really?
I'm afraid so.
Okay, wait, don't tell me. Something's not right here. There we go. No. What? Did you give me the wrong gaskets? There we go. All right.
Riley, have you heard the old joke about the old carburetor joke?
What carburetor joke?
You heard that one?
No, what is it?
This guy, he lets his son borrow his car to take to the prom. His son comes back a few minutes later. He says, "Dad, the car won't start. I think the carburetor's full of water." And he's like, "Full of water? You don't even know what a carburetor is, son. What makes you think it's full of water?" You know, he's like, "Well, I just think it is." He's like, "Okay, where's the car?" "It's in the pool."
That would make sense.
I didn't say it was a good joke.
Dun.
It was the only carburetor joke I could find on the internet.
That would make a lot of sense. I don't think my dad would be too happy with that joke if I said
Riley,
it to him.
our common bit right there.
Or what?
Common bit right there in the middle of the table.
Okay, that's fine.
Just so you know.
So you do have a little bit in common.
Don't forget to check your floats.
Oh yeah. We have to do that?
I'm assuming. Do we have to do that, Mr. Judge?
With gasket, right? Tech tip for those out in internet land.
Yeah, do you have any tech tips you'd like to offer?
Yeah, you just have to beat Riley.
Yeah, maybe Riley has some. Riley?
Yes.
Do you have any tech tips you would offer the audience? Dude, what are you doing? Come on, pick it up, man. Pick it
I'm almost done, man.
up.
Oops, wrong way.
Any tech tips for the dozen of people watching at home?
Make sure you know your correct floats measurements and your idle screw measurements. Can be adjusted, but you should probably know those too. We set them back to the manufacturing regulations, so that's just for this one. These here, you just go in as tight as you can, and then 1.5 out, and then for the one that I'm gonna put in soon, you go all the way till it's touching that ligament, and you hit it another 1.5 in to the.
Now, Riley, for people watching at home, if they happen to be impressed, like I am, with your carbureting build skills.
Carbureting build skills?
Man, that's a mouthful, huh? Is there a way that they can get a Riley's rebuilt carburetor?
Yeah, so if you have your own carburetor, you want me to rebuild it, you can go onto my Facebook page. It's an option. It's $145 with shipping and any parts needed to be replaced.
It's an incredible value.
Why am I rebuilding my own carburetors?
Right? It's not worth it.
And ship it to me 14 days and they'll be back to you.
Huh?
Yeah, and that's just breaking them down, cleaning them, and rebuilding them.
And do you accept if somebody has like a couple of carburetors tripping over in their garage? Can they just send them over to you?
Oh
if they
yeah,
want them?
we'll pay for shipping, or we'll even buy them if they're good enough. Sometimes you get the really
There you go,
icky
guys.
ones.
Quit tripping over those carburetors and get a hold of Riley. She'll send you a box. You put it in there, and then it gets repurposed to another car. And
Nice.
of course, I'm sure it goes to help Riley's upcoming college bills.
You're 10 years in.
See?
You gotta be better. You have to. This is making me not happy.
She's finishing the class.
What? This is sabotage. I just want you guys to know this is sabotage. Like she's
Where's
slowing me
your
up right
rubber?
now.
Where's your rubber?
I don't know, where is it? Oh, right here. Here, put that on.
Yeah. Let her finish it because she's not going to finish it first. You would technically.
Dude, you have to take it all apart. You can't. You have to have like the whole top off and everything.
You know, Riley, I've got a couple of teenage daughters at home myself, but they seem to think that carbs are just something that make you fat. So
Oh.
I commend you for knowing the difference.
I didn't get that one for a second.
So while Riley is handily whooping Tom at this competition, I'll take a minute to talk about Napa Auto Parts, and it's most especially the ones here in Exeter and Woodlake. We love going there because they almost always have all the parts that we need in stock. We get the right part the first time, every time, and they have knowledgeable, actual professional parts counter people, which you hardly find anymore, who are very knowledgeable, and many of them have been there for 20 or 25 years. So thank you, Craig. Thank you, Napa. Thank you, Riley. We're going to post links to Riley's YouTube channel and her website. You have a website?
I do have a
Her
website.
website so that you can get in touch with her and send her your carburetors or purchase some carburetors directly from Riley. I know that's what I'll be doing. So what do we got left here, Riley?
I just have a couple of my rods. I have one of my idle screws. And that's it.
Tom, why do we have all these parts still? She only has a few parts left over there.
Well, I'm going slow because I had this choke hold down.
You forgot something.
Oh, crap!
Okay.
Dude, you were talking and you messed me up.
You already had this on. Right?
No, I just put this on, and it would have been faster if you and Riley weren't distracting me.
You mean my plan blew up in my face?
You want to get
As
the dog
always.
again? I'll play with
Yeah,
it
go
for
get
a
the dog
bit.
again. Go get the dog again. We got plenty of time.
Right?
Okay. Oh, that was a mistake too. All those nice little screws that were once in there were not in there anymore. That should be it. Thank God we don't have to test these on an engine when we're done.
Oh yeah, we're gonna fire yours up. It's gonna shoot transmission.
Flood the engine.
No way, dude. Hey. Oh yeah. See, this is the part that cost me the competition. You don't have a choke securing bracket on yours.
Excuses.
All right. If you're not gonna win this competition, you do have to find some competition to beat her at before she leaves. Okay?
I'm a very competitive person. I don't think there is a competition he can beat me in.
I'm pretty good at soccer.
Don't choose the wrong.
We can go find a field. I saw the high school has one right there.
What is this?
That's a spring.
Yeah. How come? Isn't it supposed to be in there?
Why am I missing a spring? Dude, I'm missing. Riley got a spring for me.
Oh, is it this one?
No. Why do you have extra spring? Are you done?
Are you done?
I am done.
I think somebody
Wow.
better check that.
Wow.
Wait. Go back and cut, and let me get mine put together a little bit. Oh, there's my spring.
You guys had a good, clean fight. You came here
But
to decide. You came here to decide who would be the Garagefathers Women's Carburetor Building Champion of the World. No surprise. Riley, congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah!
dude, she could never beat me at arm wrestling.
Arm
She
wrestle.
never beat you in arm
I
wrestling.
can beat you in
No.
an arm wrestle.
What? No, I was just.
Do you think you could win?
What? I was just clearing my throat.
You can
What?
I don't know.
Oh, don't be
She's got the
ridiculous.
guns. She's got the guns.
Don't be
dude.
ridiculous. We don't need to do
Did
that.
you actually win?
I'm sure, yeah.
Riley?
Oh, no way, really? No way, really? All right, wait a
Over
minute.
there.
Here, right here. Yeah.
Ready? Go. I mean, come on, man. Riley's not even breaking a sweat here. Come on.
Not either.
Put him out of his misery.
I can't bring it down.
What's with you, man? Did you forget to eat your Wheaties this morning?
I can't even bring.
Okay, wait.
Riley, thanks again for coming out. And I forgot to make it official. The new Garagefathers female heavyweight champion of carburetor building, Miss Riley here. Courtesy of Napa, we have two big ones for you. And because Napa, you know, when we go to Napa, we don't get cheap parts, like parts that are made cheap, and they also don't get cheap on us. So they made it an even 1,000 for you for coming out and winning this competition today. So hopefully that'll buy you a lot of carburetor rebuilding kits, okay?
Whoa.
All right. Thanks so much for coming out.
Thank you.
All right. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to both Riley's Rebuilds and Garagefathers. And don't forget to check in next time.
Whoa. What?
Those are old ones. I know I got the
the
new
old
ones
ones?
because, yeah.
Yeah,
What's this?
so it's something stupid.
You do that again, Dave?
So, do not use this carburetor.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You will light something on fire. You forgot a ball, a check weight, and your
What's this?
I'm pretty sure that's
weight.
Hey, wait, what's this?
That's your weight.
There's my spring. So, in all fairness, that was huge, and that is a big loss. But if I hadn't forgotten this piece,
If you haven't forgotten any of the pieces.
in the heat of battle, I am really happy that I kept up as good as I did.
It was good.
Man, it's a personal triumph. You guys think this is easy? She's a machine.
There's a lot of nice cars around here. Tommy did a good job, but I am not confident in this carburetor. And as a dad, my job is to make sure these go out correct. So I'm gonna go over a couple of the tech tips on what to do with an Edelbrock. First, don't rush. I guess that's kind of the opposite of what we were just doing. But take your time. As we always say, you can learn anything from YouTube. Watch a bunch of videos and you will eventually figure out the ones that are worthwhile and ones that not. But if you ever get an old car, the first thing you should do if it has a carburetor is jump on YouTube and learn how to rebuild that carburetor. Buy the rebuild kit, go through it. It will probably solve 80% of your problems when you have a first car. First things first on this is the float levels. So the 2 float levels you have to worry about is how far off the base it is and then the drop. So the base regulates how much fuel goes into the carburetor, and as the fuel rises, it turns off the fuel. If this, we'll find a bunch. There's a bunch. So with this, you need to set it to 7/16. So this is a little bit too short. So we're gonna bend it up. If it is set too high, meaning there's too much fuel, it will cross over the passageway if you go on an angle or if you take a sharp corner, and it'll flood your motors. So you wanna make sure these are set correctly, right? So now the drop is, it tells the carburetor when to let fuel in. So you wanna make sure that there is enough drop, and the drop should be 15/16. Ooh. Tommy, you did the drop right. This looks pretty good. So when you first hit the gas on a motor, you lose vacuum for just a split second, so it's not pulling fuel in, and that's where you get that bog. What this does is, in conjunction with this little guy, it squirts fuel into the carburetor. There's a little tiny check ball and a check weight. The ball in first, then the weight.
Make sure you don't use your old one.
Yes,
Use
make
the
sure.
new one.
There's always new ones in the kits. Then your gasket and your squirter. And this is what actually shoots the fuel into the carburetor. The air door is something most people will forget to put in. How many times have you forgot to put that in and assemble the carburetor?
A lot.
Yeah,
Especially
come to this
like
side of me.
the younger age.
Yeah, so this air door, this is a variable CFM carburetor. So essentially it allows more or less air into the carburetor as the engine demands it, as the engine needs it. So you can put a little bit bigger carburetor, an Edelbrock, on a motor, like a 750 on a small motor, and it'll still run well because it'll run almost like a 500. And then as you get to wide open throttle, that will open up and give you all the CFM you need. This is correct, but it's something to consider, is when you take this little gasket off, you wanna make sure you put it back on correctly. Everybody puts them on upside down. We get so many carburetors at Riley's Rebuilds with this upside down that they ask why it has a bog at that first initial throttle, and it's because that little rubber is upside down.
And if you get kits with the blue ones, the Chinese kits, don't use those. Those aren't good. You want to get them straight from Edelbrock, the company.
Agreed. So the China kits that Riley's mentioning were mass produced for. They were trying to make a kit for Carter and Edelbrock at the same time, and they just compromised both ways, and so they're actually not really good for either carburetor.
Your belly rub.
Do you want to tell these people about your dog idea?
I want to get a new dog and name him Brock, like Edelbrock. And we were thinking a big bear dog.
And then do what for the dog?
And then make him Edelbrock merch. Like dog merch.
Dog merch for a
And
carburetor
you can make
company.
a TikTok for him and like promote it, and like all the like younger generation would love it because dog TikToks are the best.
And what are the chances that this is going to happen?
100%.
0%.
Because I can just put it out and be like, we're getting a dog, and everyone will be like, yeah! And
Do
then-
not send her a dog. Whoever is what, do not, I'm serious, don't send her. No.
I'll take him out.
0%. We have a great dog already.
His name's Harley Davidson.
That's right. He's a good dog. All right, now the last part here is also something that a lot of people make a mistake in doing. The reason Edelbrocks are so easy to tune, gentle tuning, is because the jets are stagnant in the bottom of the carburetor, but you can change these rods to let in more or less fuel. And the way you do that is essentially you just open up this little lid right here. It sounds crazy, but you do it while the motor's running. And you'll see this little thing bumping around, bouncing like this. You change that spring until you get a really consistent, plunger, so it's not bouncing. The problem is if it doesn't seat, it jams, and people will tighten down this screw and they'll bend that needle. So what you need to do is just kind of bump it with your finger and eventually it will drop. There it is. Now I know it's in the seat. Now we can put, thank you, the lid on. And Riley's changing the bit because this takes a...
Tiny bit.
Yeah, Torx 15 bit.
And if they're not going in, that means there's grime in it.
Yeah.
So don't take a power tool to it.
What
I
happens if
learned
you do that?
If you snap it, you ruin the entire carburetor, which I've done a couple times.
Yeah, if you snap the head off that little screw, the aluminum is so soft around the screw metal, you cannot drill that screw out and you've ruined at least the top of the carburetor. If you have two, you could swap it out, but you've ruined a carburetor. So do this by hand, always, always, always do the rod screws by hand. Okay, last thing. This is something I'll also know is this is the squirter that I was telling you about that shoots fuel into your carburetor. There's 3 holes and this will give you more or less fuel on that initial hit. If you want more fuel, you go to the hole that is to the closest to the carburetor. Gives you more fuel. If you want less fuel, you go back. We start them off in the middle. That's where the OEM puts them. Oh, sweet. Thanks, man. Wow. It's like a surgeon. Scalpel. So good. All right. And last one is your choke butterfly. Everything I'm telling you has been done on YouTube videos a bunch, and obviously this is not a full how-to, just some simple tips. But hopefully, scalpel. Awesome, thank you. Hopefully this gives everybody just a little bit of sense that these are not hard to do. Oh, it worked, but I screwed it up, sorry.
It's not gonna work that way.
It will, I got it. I got little fingers.
I do not. Did it work that way?
No, it didn't work that way. You were right. I got it. All right, that's it.
Blow.
Okay, so I'll do it because you're holding the dog. So the way you test whether or not the needle and seat is working is you blow in the carburetor. If you can blow in the carburetor while it's upright, it's fine. That's what's supposed to happen. Now, if you flip it over, it mimics as if there was too much fuel and it shut the needles off. You should not be able to blow in. Perfect. All right, you're good to go. Very good. Yeah. Tommy, I would put this on a car now.
Hey, Riley, rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Man, she's good.